Christmas and Happy New Year from here in Philadelphia. Week 17 of the 2018 football season, where this week our Eagles play our final regular season game against the Washington Redskins down near Washington, D.C. and hopefully get a chance to continue our season into the playoffs. But I will talk about that in just one moment. First and foremost, non-football related, I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to especially all my subscribers that have been tuning in all season long. I greatly appreciate every one of you guys that not just only tunes in, but give me thumbs up and encouragement and give your thoughts on how the Eagles are doing, or what our direction is, especially the positive ones. But I also appreciate some of the fans I've picked up from other teams, especially like the Saints, and even some of my Dallas Cowboy fans that do comment sometimes respectfully. Everybody that's been watching this channel, I appreciate it very much. Hope you guys have been having a safe and happy holiday season. That being said, on to the Birds. Week 17. Well, last week, our Birds beat the Houston Texans. It was a really great game for many reasons, and I think it kind of summed up what our season has been and what I hope our season can be going forward this year. Coming fresh off a victory over the Los Angeles Rams, it was thought that going back-to-back against division leaders, potential winners, double-digit winners, it's going to be very hard, and we're going to have a letdown. We couldn't repeat what we did in LA, especially now going up against Clowney and Watt. Nick Foles starting again, and word's been out, what's his consistency going to be like, and I know people are getting off the Wentz wagon and talking about Foles, but he's going to prove to everybody why he's such a backup in this league and not supposed to have certain opportunities, and he won't be able to produce. Some people are thinking that, the secondary is all banged up. They're not going to be able to hang with. I know they did well against the Rams, but Hopkins and some of the offense of Houston dealing with Watson is going to be troublesome, and there's no way the Eagles are going to put up more than 30 points against Houston. As we know, all that was untrue. Birds put up 32 points. Nick Foles passed for 471 yards, 4 touchdowns, franchise record. Our Eagles beat Houston Texans and kept our playoff hopes alive into this final week. Well, yes, we do need help, but we're not short on hope. And the greatest part about it gets me a little hyped up, so pardon me while I have to compose myself a little bit. That final drive. Now our Eagles have moved out to a 29-16 lead. It looked like we're going to be cruising. We're going to be moving down the field, eating up the clock, and then running out and have a more comfortable victory. But like our entire season, we almost have had no comfortable victories except for one game against the Giants, and everything else has been absolutely close. We've had, 12 games decided for 7 points or less. It's come to the very end of pretty much everything last play. We've lost half of those games. It's just been heart-wrenching. Some people want to have their health care paid for by the Eagles because of all the heart attacks or near heart attacks it's given all of us. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. So, Birds are up 29-16. Josh Adams fumbled. Next thing you know, we find ourselves down 30-29. Last drive, last hope. Nick Foles, long drive, needed to happen. And one of the first things that happened is Clowney comes in. I'm not even going to talk about that face mask. Clowney comes in and drills Nick Foles. Nick Foles is on the ground, side to side, and it does not look good whatsoever. It does not look good for Eagles fans, doesn't look good for our season, doesn't look good for his health. I had a friend that actually went to the game. I watched the game over in Manioc. I had a friend that went to the game. said the fans here in Philadelphia, Lincoln Financial Field, that's when they began the Foles. And they felt as fans that they willed him back to good health. He went out for one play. They actually passed the ball with Nate Sudfeld, which I thought was pretty interesting. And then Foles came back into the game. Crowd went wild, and the rest was history. Led the team down with the help of people that are coming back off of injury and playing a huge role in the game, like Darren Sproles, Jake Elliott, sealing the deal. We're winning. Won the game. Final play, 32-30. We can talk about all the X's O. We can complain about some of the calls, the pass interference on Brandon Graham, and the no face mask call, which was absolutely obvious to anybody that has eyeballs that saw Clowney completely rip Nick Foles down to the ground by his face mask. I don't get what's going on with the NFL refs. You can't find me so I can say something about it. You guys need to lay off the bottle? Yes. But all excuses aside, and it's been, and you know, look, all teams run into those issues. There's bad officiating happening throughout the entire league on all sides. So it's not like the Eagles are some just victim of it. I think officiating needs to be looked at throughout the entire league. But we didn't use it as an excuse to pack it in and to give up and just allow the Houston to go on and win their division and for us to say, oh, better luck next week. Playing a game that's not going to matter, and better luck next year, we'll just recoup. Nope. Our team has heart with whoever's on the field, and that's including like the secondary. We got Maddox and Rasul Douglas on the side. We got LeBlanc playing the nickel. And you know what? They're shutting people down enough. They're not throwing up goose eggs, the other team, but you know what? They're playing well enough. The D-line is getting to people like Watson enough. Offense, with Vaitai playing, as Peters wasn't playing, he did well enough. Well enough that back-to-back weeks, I mean, you're talking about you go up against Donald, Sue, Clowney, and Watts, and held to what? A sack and a half or 2 sacks in those 2 weeks? You gotta be kidding me, right? So he's doing good enough. Glass half full, guys. He's doing good enough. Darren Sproles coming back. You know how he did. And our running game might not be great. We ran it for like 50 yards. We still ran it 20 times though and kept the defense honest to leave room open for the pass, which Zach Ertz breaking the record, getting 12 receptions and breaking the tight end reception record for a season. That's great, but then other people contributed. I mean, Nelson Aguilar coming back from the dead with an 83-yard touchdown catch and run. Yes, Alshon Jeffrey, 52-yard reception. I mean, everybody is contributing. And then, yes, I said it and I will say it again, Nick Foles. Now, for me to say that he did good enough is just such a downplay. The guy passed for 471 yards, 4 touchdowns, franchise record, and yes, another win. As a starting quarterback this year, Nick Foles is 3-1. And giving us a chance. Giving us a level of hope that our season's not going to be over. We do not control our own destiny now. But kind of like at the end of the Houston game when I was watching it at McGillicuddy's over in Manayunk, which I'll be watching this week as well. I said to everybody as we were losing 30-29, it's like, look, this is where you show what kind of Eagles fan you really are. It's very simple when we're the #1 seed and the last week you get to rest all sorts of people. We might have some injury stuff, but it's a whole lot easier to be an Eagles fan and just rest and go, oh, everything will be just taken care of when we're the front runners. When we don't control our own destiny like this week now we need the Bears to win. And we need San Francisco, I'll explain it to you, San Francisco to keep it close against the Rams because all of our games are flexed to be playing at the same time. Eagles versus Washington, Bears versus Vikings, and St. Louis against the 49ers. And I'll tell you why that's important. The Bears want to have the 2 seed in the NFC playoffs. They already beat the Rams, but they're a game behind them. The Bears want the Rams to lose, so if the Bears win, they'll be the 2 seed, have a first round bye, and get the rest of their starters. San Francisco is playing the Rams at the same time now that the game has been flexed to 4:25 as the Bears-Vikings. We want the Bears starters to play against the Vikings because if the Bears beat the Vikings and then we beat Washington, we're in the playoffs. So this week, we're huge Bears fans, and we actually want to root for San Francisco, which has been playing everybody really hard, including the Bears, to keep it close or beat the Rams to give the Bears that much more motivation to win. And that's what we need, but we can only do what we can control. And that is focus on the Redskins. We beat them once, it's a divisional game, which means you can't rest. I know Josh Johnson is not some like barn burner, but you can lose against anybody. I mean, just ask Seattle. They lost to San Fran a couple of weeks ago, and nobody saw that coming because they blew them out earlier in the season. So anything's possible, so we can't rest on this. But this video is being closed out like this way, and I know it's a little long. I'm gonna upload this late, and only a few people are gonna see it, but you know, that's what matters to me. This week is all about hope. It's all about not giving up. It's about heart, not just of our football team, but every individual fan, Eagles fan, that wants to hold on just to a little bit of that magic that we saw a season ago to happen again. And this is true underdog season, where we're on the outside looking in, final week. Can we do it? I think we can. I'm not gonna make any crazy prediction like I did last year and it came true, but do I think we can do it? Yeah, I think we can. I'm gonna be screaming, yelling, and just doing what I do, all out, no matter what, till the final whistle, bell, whatever you wanna call it, for our Eagles to go down to Washington, come home with a victory, and hopefully earn a final spot in the NFC playoffs 2018. So this is who we are. We're nutcase fans with plenty of hope and heart, and I just hope this happens. I hope we get into the playoffs. I hope we play against whoever and just start running the table and then do what we did last year again with Nick Foles at the helm. Prove that it's not over yet. That Adrian in the bed looking up at Rocky, just win. Well, Eagles this week, all we need for you to do is win, and hopefully everything will take care of itself like it did, I think, in 2008. We've been through this before. It's time to roll again. I'm in 100%. Everybody, give your shout outs. Tell the Eagles why you're all in as an Eagles fan. Let's give our team encouragement. Tweet them, message them, and let's do this together. Let's have a happy and safe New Year. And I hope I have a couple more videos to do for the 2018 playoffs in our Philadelphia Eagles. So hopefully this is not the last time I do this, but if it is, I'm gonna go out with a bang, baby. 2018 season, Philadelphia Eagles, go Birds, baby. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Let's do it, baby. One more time regular season. Go Birds. Let's get in the playoffs. Come on, Bears, baby.